Ribbit. All right. I need to open up PowerShell real quick. Control Shift Enter. Yes. So I just walked around in circles outside for a minute trying to come up with a reason why I think this messed up. And I want to say that when I originally installed this WSL1 the old way, I never actually changed the default version to 1. And this is just a guess. Like, what I'm guessing is because I installed 1, but the default version was always set to 2. And then I started installing these Linux distros in here, and some bit got set that basically said this idiot's trying to install WSL distros, but WSL2 is not on here, but he's got the default set to WSL1. And so it went ahead and saw that, and it defaulted to 1. And it didn't care, but some bit got set somewhere that remembered that. And so maybe it just set it up to fill in the future, basically. And then when I upgraded WSL2, that bit never got changed back, I guess. That's my theory. And with that said, this is basically the steps that dude was talking about doing. And the one that I kept trying to think, and I was kind of like overlooking it, this is how I would uninstall a subsystem from Linux. So rather than doing all this stuff first, I still had to reboot, so that sucks. Twice, actually. So uh, what I did was just go into turn off Windows System for Linux. So I'll just go like here, and then come down to the Windows subsystem for Linux. Sorry, I'm reading my notes to make sure what I wrote was correct. So all I did was come in here and uncheck this, and then it removes some searches around a little bit, remove some files, then you reboot, and then it does like some Windows updating type stuff and takes not forever to reboot, but like a minute or something, longer than usual. And then come back inside here, and then come back inside Windows, just come right back in here and click this box and turn it back on. Then now I'm wondering, and I don't like administrators should never just pop into this drive right here, man. I don't know why Windows is so goofy about stuff like that. Maybe their admins think it's faster to do that, but it's retarded. The admin should CD into there if he needs to mess with it. Uh, oh, I got distracted. So WSL status, and this is gonna have to make another video because I'm not gonna edit these things. If this fails, but I can see there's a lot more junk inside here. Last time it told me some of this stuff, but I don't think it told me like all this stuff. So it's set to 1, and so it was WSL1 minus minus set. This is one that has set default version 2. Is that correct? Of course not. So I'm just gonna come over here and search for default. Oh, do that. Well, before I do that, I'm gonna put a dash here. So there's 2 different ways to do this. All right, now it's saying it did it correctly. So WSL minus minus status again. And so okay, that works. So that's 2. So now I need to say WSL minus minus L minus V. No, yeah, it is, but only one of these. But there's longer commands. Like this is probably like list and verbose maybe. Okay. So you can see these are set to 1, and really I just want to change the Debian one over. So I say WSL minus minus set version. This the one I have to put the minus D on? I think. That version. Nope. Debian 2. Now it's actually taking time, so it looks like that's all that really needed to be done. Still playing with my audio, so I don't know if the video is louder in this one, but I'm using this NVIDIA broadcast over here, and if I set, like, when I have it set too high a lot of times, I noticed in the last video, and in some other videos, usually it just does it when I go, ribbit. It thinks my voice is noise, and so it's removing. But in the last video, it was chopping up a lot of the stuff I was saying. I was watching it real fast, though. I watched it like at 2.5 speed or whatever in VLC, so, but it still sounds like real choppy normally. I can listen to videos real fast and understand them still. I can't do 3 yet very well, but I'm trying to get up to 3. Anyway, it's finished. So hopefully the only thing is then when I type, now that my keyboard is going to be louder. So it's like a compromise. It's either hearing typing or my voice getting chopped up, I guess. And so now I should be able to say like WSL minus L minus V, and now Debian's over to 2. So I would say, yeah, I left my highlight on. Uh, I would say that page I was on in the last video, if this doesn't work, then you go through like these steps. But I want to say what was important was after doing all this stuff and you can't get WSL2 set, the first thing needed to be done was this. Of course, there's the requirements. The requirements have to be done. But after doing those requirements, a lot of those papers don't tell you to do this. So you want to do WSL update. And then after you update that, you want to shut down. And even if you come over here and see like that these are stopped, it doesn't mean that the lightweight virtual machine that's running these is stopped, because it'll keep running in the background a lot of times, I believe. And that's what this does. It shuts all of these shows down, but it also shuts that virtual machine down. And so I'm pretty sure you want to run this command. And then that might work. But if it like it's messed up like mine was, then you're gonna have to come in here and turn the Windows subsystem for Linux off and reboot, and then just go back in there and turn it back on. And then now you should be able to set these versions. And that's it. Ribbit.